So, this week's hot new product is in this giant box. It comes courtesy of Tuffy Security Products. From what I understand, inside this box is a Jeep Security Lockbox, or Lockbox Secure. What the hell is this thing called? It's a Jeep tailgate security lockbox. As you might imagine by the box, it's not fully assembled, so I'm just gonna get the stuff out of the box and we'll go from there. First things first, always appreciated. Some Tuffy swag. Neatly enough, this was pre-assembled. Big thanks to Tuffy for that one. And what you're looking at is the Jeep Tailgate Security Lockbox. So this is gonna be what's on the inside. So when you open the Jeep JL door, it swings out sideways. And on the inside of your door is where you'll mount this. And this becomes a storage and workspace for inside your trunk. I've been told by the guys at Tuffy that you can drill through the plastic cover that's on the inside of your Jeep tailgate door and it will work, but they do recommend you just take that off, put it safely in storage in your garage somewhere, and you can mount this up nicely without actually drilling into it. So this is available in this one color, but it's actually really nice. It is this awesome powder coated and textured black. Looks really tough. Honestly, complements the look well, and it's gonna go well with the already black interior stuff on all your Jeeps anyways. What else is in here? Before I start explaining all the features, I believe these are the shelves. Is that correct? Yes. So, right off the top, keys. This is a security product after all. This will lock very securely. We'll get into more of that feature shortly. So there's your hardware. We're not gonna unbox this for PD's sake. We want this all in one spot. But that's like your spacers and sleeves and bolts. So you can mount these awesome removable shelves. Will be just inside. So yeah, there you go. One will be here. And the other one, a mirror image, is gonna be on this side. That's really nice. The build quality on this stuff is incredible. I don't know if that's coming through on video, but this is nice and thick. This whole thing is 1/8 inch. Everything is really tough. So it also has your installation instructions. It is pretty straightforward, but you're gonna wanna follow these just in case you wanna damage your Jeep, or worse, damage this awesome Tuffy lockbox. Of course, there's more than meets the eye here. So obviously security is top of mind with something like this. You can rest assured knowing that these locks are 10 tumbler double bitted locks. So don't lose these because it's gonna be very hard to get in there otherwise. Luckily, they're nice enough to include a whole bunch of spare keys. You can leave one at home, hide one in the Jeep, and then obviously keep one in your key ring. So expanding on the security of those awesome locking mechanisms, there's also the pry guard locking system. So this is your 1/8 inch steel, welded steel components. Get a good look at these here. So this will stop people from being able to pry in here and just break your locks open. Very secure piece. The lid is also weather resistant, which is really important. I know a lot of you Jeep guys are going through the water or camping and having the doors open and things like that, or doors completely off, rather. Now, one thing the guys from Tuffy wanted to make sure we mentioned is that this door is super strong, but the hinge itself can only support 40 pounds, which is more than enough. If you are using this to cook on, using this as your on-the-go kitchen, or to organize some gear, whether you're being hunting, climbing, camping, things like that, this will work as a table. Just don't overload it, don't overdo it. These are a little bit configurable from Tuffy as well. What you're looking at is a standard panel with the standard keys, but you can add some options. You can get it with a MOLLE front panel. So instead of the completely secure and flat door, you can have a ventilated one with the holes in it. You can also get it with a 3-digit combo lock. So if you're being extra secure about your locking mechanisms or you're worried about losing keys, you can also option these into 3-digit locks. So the nice thing about this as well is it requires no OEM modification other than removing that plastic cover on the back of the tailgate. It secures right into the JL tailgate rails with hand hardware. You can use hand tools, just a screwdriver and drills and things like that. And speaking of which, I'm gonna throw this over to PD because we're gonna get this installed into the Jeep right now. So PD, take it away.
Hey guys, Here's the Jeep Tailgate Security Lockbox, ready to be installed. Let's go. So first up, I got the trim panel tool to help take off the Jeep tailgate panel. As you can see, once you pry it in, it's pretty easy to take off using just your hands. Once the panel is off, it will expose where we will be mounting the tailgate to. One option was to drill holes in the Jeep trim panel and use the required spacers. I opted not to do that and just decided to install the tailgate security lockbox straight to the tailgate, saving me a little bit of space. Another tip I saw online from another install was to put some kind of protective tape on the back of the lockbox because it'll be metal on metal. This might help alleviate any scratches. These are the mounting points where we will be screwing in the bolts to the tailgate. I decided to mock it up first, putting in the top 2 bolts using the shorter bolts to the tailgate. And once I had one in, it was pretty easy to get the other one going, threaded in just a little bit. And once those were in, I could just secure them properly. Same goes for the bottom bolts, using the longer bolts. Once that was done, it was time to install the shelving unit that Tuffy had provided. Using the provided screws, you would just mock up the shelves to the tailgate, and then I would, again, tighten right after. It's pretty straightforward. Finally done. I can't wait to get this out on the road and try it out. Extra excited about the security features that the Tuffy JL Security Lockbox will provide me, and also that it can double as a table as well. The table is said to hold up to 40 pounds, which is more than enough to work on. As mentioned before, the depth of the security lockbox is around 6 inches, which is more than enough to store all your items. For more information on Tuffy products, visit them at tuffyproducts.com.